Yeah, last but not least, welcome also from my side. My name is Klaus Grobys. I'm Assistant Professor of Finance here at the University of Vaasa. Since about 6 or 7 months ago, I started to work together with NJ on some studies that are related to cryptocurrencies. Yeah? One of our studies is already published. It's entitled Cryptocurrencies and Momentum. So what are we doing in this paper? So the momentum effect is well established, for instance, in stock markets. Yeah? So what we know is that stocks that have outperformed during the last 6 to 12 months tend to outperform those stocks that have performed poorly within the same time period. So the return difference between winners and losers in stock markets is about 1%. So the same effect has been documented also in foreign exchange markets, commodities, futures, stock indices, and so on and so forth. In the 2013 paper from Asmus, Moskowitz, and Peterson, Journal of Finance, they argue that momentum is persistent, and it's among otherwise unrelated markets actually existing. So it's a very strong effect. So what we did is, in this paper, we downloaded all cryptocurrencies that had the proof of work consensus protocol as of December 2014 and followed them up until 2018. And we were implementing different kind of momentum strategies within this time period, also time series momentum. And we did not find any effect. Yeah? So obviously, this momentum effect that is well established in all other financial markets seems not to exist in this new digital financial markets, at least not on a monthly basis. Yeah? So we have about half a dozen of projects. So this is one of those. NJ has already talked about 2 other projects. And another project that I would like to talk about today is entitled, this paper is entitled Predicting Cryptocurrency Defaults. So what's the rationale of that paper? So first of all, there are more than 2,000 cryptocurrencies in the market that are traded on about 16,000 exchanges. So the market cap of all cryptocurrencies together is more than $200 billion. Yeah? It's a huge amount of money. But this new financial markets, so this new digital financial markets, involve also new kinds of risks. For instance, hacking risks. 1.5 weeks ago, you might have heard in the media that Bitcoin was again hacked, and it was an amount of about 40 million euro. Yeah? We also see fraud risks. Yeah? All of you might have heard about ICO scam, yeah? where people invest into cyber companies that actually do not even exist. What else is the problem? Yeah? Here we see a table, panel data, from 2013 to 2019, where we plot the new incoming cryptocurrencies and those cryptocurrencies that end up in default for the period 2013 to 2019. Yeah? What we see, for instance, 2016, yeah? We had about 300 new cryptocurrencies that were launched in the market, and 360 went into default, so 20% more than those who were launched new in the market. Yeah? And as of April 2019, we see that about 168 cryptocurrencies were new incoming, but more than 300 went into default. So what we see here is a credit risk, right? So we found that from all cryptocurrencies that were launched until December 2014, we followed up them 4 years ahead, and 60% of those went into default. So obviously, these defaults, due to the huge amount of money that is involved, has a big societal impact. So the novel aspect of that paper is that we wanted to develop a model that basically predicts those bankruptcies using recent information that is available even to the naive investor. So our research questions are cryptocurrency defaults predictable using recent information that is available to the naive investor, and if yes, to what extent? So again, we are downloading a set of cryptocurrencies that had the proof of work technology, and we followed them up from 2015 to 2018, and we were investigating, we're screening 20 different potential variables that might have discriminative power. Yeah? So we were splitting those samples of cryptocurrencies into a subsample that went into default and into a second subsample that were functioning during the time window. So from this about 20 potential variables that we investigated, there was not data available for like all of them, for those cryptocurrencies that ended up in default. So therefore, we were left with 11 different variables that might have discriminative power. So we investigated them, and about 7 of them had a significant difference in sample means when we compared the default sample with the functioning sample. And then we employed linear discriminant analysis in order to come up with a predictive model. And what we found is that our model, based upon linear discriminant analysis, is able to predict 87% correctly. So 87% of those cryptocurrencies that actually ended up in default were also predicted to be in the default group, whereas the type 1 error we see is 12.8%. So 12.8% of those cryptocurrencies that went bankrupt were predicted wrongly. Anyways, the predictive power of that model is roughly as good as the model reported or proposed from Altman that is applied for predicting bankruptcies among firms. The difference between the model that Altman suggested was that he predicts with the accuracy of about 90% defaults 2 years ahead. Our model predicts with the accuracy of about 87% defaults within a 4-year period. Yeah, that's what I had to say. I think the time is over. If there are any questions, feel free.
Thank you very much, Klaus. And you don't have it. There's a question.